Hi Cancers, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead from whenever it's found you. So as always, when something I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What is happening for you beautiful Cancers for the week ahead? Also, please know I'll never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp. That's not me doing that. So block them, report or ignore, but just know it's not me. Firstly, you have the Magician, then you have the High Priestess. It's very powerful. Are you feeling very powerful? You're about to be if you're not. Sore hand. Do you have a sore hand? Because that keeps doing that for someone. It's not mine. It's only when I'm doing a reading. Ten of Wands. And the Empress. Very, very powerful energy. Powerful energy of like knowing when to walk away also, because sometimes we can be very convinced and very much taught that like staying committed to certain situations is the best thing you can do, to be committed, to be hardworking, to be like, you know, refuse to quit something is a very powerful thing to do. But I think there's something where you might realise there's also power in knowing when to walk away. As good as it is to not quit, is a question of what is it that you're not quitting. You know, is it something that is worth not quitting, or is it something that would benefit you to leave behind? I think there's something you're realising intuitively it's time to move on from. The Magician here is manifestation. You are a powerful manifester. You're very good at what you do. You're very good at, so that could also tie into your career and what you do, and you're very good at creating and manifesting powerful opportunities, great opportunities for yourself to show your talents and your skills. High Priestess next to this, also your intuition. Something where your manifestation and your intuition is tying together very nicely and neatly this week. Whatever that means, I'm not sure. Maybe you've gone into meditation and kind of asked yourself and asked the higher powers that be what you should be working on manifesting, and you've had inspiration or you've had answers come to you from even like your higher self has come to you, and you've kind of figured out what you should be prioritizing manifesting into your life. It's tying together, because I mean you can manifest a lot of stuff, but if it's not in alignment with who you actually want to be, what's the point? And I think that's where you're coming to terms with, and Ten of Wands, and walking away from maybe the manifestations and the things that, even though they're really cool and you manifested them, they don't feel good. And they're not doing you much good or anybody else much good. So you're like, yeah, I manifested a Lamborghini, or I manifested this or this or this, but it doesn't make me feel good and it doesn't make anyone else around me feel good. So what is the point? And your priorities are shifting and you're letting go. Some of you are letting go of responsibilities, commitments, jobs, just heavy baggage that isn't helpful for you, again, or anyone else. Empress right next to this. Some of you, you're very maternal. Even man or woman does not matter. You're shifting into this much more maternal and just abundant way of being. You may have gone through like a materialistic phase recently, and you're very much like letting go of that and moving into more of a heart and inspiration of, where do I feel called to? What am I inspired by? Who do I want to be? What kind of person do I want to be more like? And that is what's guiding you, and you're becoming like so much happier and more true to yourself. Clarify the Magician. Clarify the Magician. You have Seven of Swords. I'm really getting this interesting energy. Seven of Swords is like sneaky energy. So some of you are manifesting a new path in your life. You're manifesting something that people don't expect, and that you wouldn't bother telling anybody about, because either they wouldn't believe you, or it would just seem far-fetched, or they would laugh. There's something where it's like, if people wouldn't laugh at your dream, it's not big enough. I don't know why that's coming through. And so yeah, you're keeping something close to your chest, because even though you believe in yourself and you know you're going to make it happen, you know that no one else is going to believe you until you make it happen. So you're keeping it to yourself until it comes into fruition, but you know it's here, it's arriving. Something you're manifesting is so big that people genuinely would laugh at you and scoff and roll their eyes and think, huh, that's cute that you think you can do that, and you're like, it's cute that you think I can't. Watch me. Some of you might even like want to start telling people what this is, but there's something with the High Priestess also right next to this of like, bite your tongue, keep it to you, it's no one's business. Clarify, but why am I saying but? Clarify the High Priestess. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is a very nice card. A lot of people don't like it, but the thing is, this isn't me saying 10 swords are about to fall on your back. The card doesn't have those swords falling. You're already in a position of having 10 swords in your back. You might feel very betrayed by people around you, your own mind. Swords can be thoughts. And there's something here where that's actually only going to get better. There's a lot of healing to happen, and the only way is up. This is the card of the only way is up, things only get better, and it's around your headspace. The way you see yourself, the way you're thinking about your life. It's very much transforming, and with the High Priestess, listen to your inner self and the person you want to become. And some of you already are the person you want to be, which is amazing, but you're just figuring out how to spend your time in better ways, or what way you should be focusing your energy at this time. And it's like with the High Priestess, kind of telling you, listen to your own soul, listen to your own intuition, go into meditation and say, what should I be doing? What would be the best thing for me to do? And it will flow through to you. You know yourself better than anyone. Clarify the 10 of Wands. And there's something really special about not telling anybody. Like, once you figure out what your destiny or what your, like, purpose is, if that's the case, don't feel you need to shout it from the rooftop straight away. Let yourself sink into it. And, like, I don't know why I'm getting dig your feet into it properly before you go telling people, so that when you tell people, you're already grounded in it and know, like, your roots have grown. Like, it's like you're a tree, and it's like, plant yourself in. Once you figure out what your purpose is, what type of tree you want to grow into, plant yourself in the ground, let your roots grow, become very strong in knowing who you are before you feel the need to tell anybody. And also, I think you're going to realize you don't actually need to tell anybody, because it will become obvious through your actions and your words in general who you are and what your intention is here. Clarify 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, you have the Hermit. You've got all very, very spiritual, very wise, very intense, powerful cards. You're wiser than you know. You know a lot more. A lot of you are like listening to me and you're just going, yeah, I already, like, everything I'm saying, you already know it. It's boring to you because you already have the answers within you. The Hermit is very much healed. 10 of Wands here, it's like you're letting go of a path maybe where you have isolated yourself or gone inward to find and figure yourself out. And again, like the star in that lantern is finding what inspires you, finding your purpose. And I think you're now, a lot of you might have already found it, and now you're letting go of needing to constantly, I don't know, some of you it's like you've read every self-help book, or you know that type of feeling of you've constantly just been trying to better yourself, and now you're dropping the weight and realizing, moving into the Empress, that you don't need to better yourself, that you naturally are growing and healing and improving without trying each day. Just by like living and experiencing your life, you are becoming better each day. You don't need to go out of your way anymore. I think there's something where you might push yourself too hard to constantly try to see a transformation or a change. Each week, each month, each year, you want to see something's changed. You want to see that you're better. And it's something where it's like it's happening on the inside. You're not going to see it. You're going to feel it. And you don't need to go out of your way anymore. The Death card. And you have the 7 of Pentacles underneath. 10 of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card. So death is like rebirth and massive transformation. Things are only going to get better. That type of thing. But major. And it's also that transformation of like Phoenix rising from the ashes, of like a glow up. And with the Empress here, it's like very much solidifying, cementing. Both words are coming through at the same time. What I was trying to say. It's solidifying what I was trying to say, of having a transformation and a glow up into realizing you already are exactly who you want to be. You already are. You don't need to go out of your way anymore to search for the type of woman or man you want to become, or to improve this, to become better at this, to get better at becoming more comfortable in these situations. You're actually a lot more ready than you give yourself credit for. And the interesting thing is, why am I saying ready? What have you been getting ready for? I'm not sure, but you're ready for it. 7 of Pentacles, you've been waiting for the moment where you're ready maybe to like get out of hermit mode and you're like already there. Sometimes we can get so caught up in, especially Four of Wands on the bottom, like throughout life, of waiting to graduate, waiting to finish this thing and waiting to finish this job or move on to this and graduate. Like it's always waiting for like someone else's stamp of approval to tell you you've finished a phase. And I think the biggest transformations are the one where you're not going to have anybody to tell you you're good. You've got through that, you've healed that, you've overcome that, you're ready for this. Sometimes it's got to be just you deciding that for yourself, and that's what's happening. There's no more waiting until you feel ready. You're deciding and looking at yourself and going, I am ready for this new path. I'm ready for this, like, rising from the ashes. A lot of people are going to be very surprised and like in awe of the energy you're giving off. It's very, very powerful. And like moths to a flame, people are going to either want to embody that or be around that. So also be careful with, or just be aware, if you're wondering why you're very popular soon or like what people want, they just want to be near your energy. It's very much like contagious. It's very powerful and it rubs off on people. It rubs off on people very well. I don't know why that came through. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you when I see you.